Latin America is a vast geographic area where more than 600 research institutions and universities produce terabytes of data on a daily basis. Thanks to a collaboration between 18 Latin American national research and education networks, the European Commission and the operators Clara and Dante, scientists in Latin America can now obtain, share and distribute research data using the dedicated RedCLARA network. The ALICE project is coordinated by Dante, operator of the Pan-European GÉANT network, and Clara, operator of RedCLARA. The project has created and united a huge academic and scientific community, bringing research and education opportunities unprecedented in Latin America. The transatlantic link connecting RedCLARA to Europe means that scientists and academics now have access to the 3,500 research institutions and universities connected by the Pan-European Research Network GÉANT. The ALICE project and the network it created, RedCLARA, must be considered a success story in the history of Latin American and European cooperation. It opens new perspectives and possibilities to its users, creating a partnership that will play a major role in the future of science and education in Latin America. The ALICE project and RedCLARA, creating a new Latin American community.
Operating in Colatina and Barra de San Francisco, cities in the northwestern region of Espírito Santo, with late urbanization and development, with the economy is still heavily based on agriculture, where the hospitals have an insufficient number of specialists to assist the regional population, Telemed connects them to the Medical Special Center at the Federal University in Vitória, one of the scientific centers providing specialized medical knowledge to the network connected. This important acknowledgement of the CT Graphics and the Federal University in Espírito Santo Telemed project is the recognition to an effort that has added potency to our regional network and widened the connections and tools necessary to support the development of education and research. The Federal University in Espírito Santo operates an information network interconnecting the whole state through 13 regional centers. We have as a main goal within our partnerships the link with RNP and RedCLARA.
The Telemed project has changed the way health professionals work in Barra de San Francisco, empowering medical staff and radically improving the level of service offered to patients.
Telemed is a system which is used to connect doctors in remote areas together with expert centers in a city, for example. And it is also used to exchange then information, images between these doctors, so that one doctor can get advice from another expert in a special center, for example.
Maria Lucia Correa has come to the Maria Rita de Cacia Hospital for a routine checkup. This health center performs gynecological and abdominal ultrasound on more than 60 patients a month. It's connected by the network to specialists at a large hospital, providing the local doctors with a second opinion for diagnosis. Telemed increases the number of examinations possible and expands the ultrasound facilities in Barra de San Francisco, bolstering the region's healthcare services.
Practically, the telemedicine project provides us the capacity to follow an examination underway in one of the cities connected, in the same time as our colleague is performing his scan. In cases where doubts may arise, the second opinion from a specialist can for sure bring benefits to the patient, avoiding removing patients, and in a certain way, more and more, we are improving the ultrasound and radiology professionals in those places.
I find the process fascinating. It's like being in a consultation with a hospital specialist without leaving the health center. You're easily able to clear up any doubts in the diagnosis. It takes more than 4 hours to travel from here to Vitória, the closest center with better technology. When you consider the region served by us, it becomes an even greater distance for the patient. So, not needing to leave the clinic for a second opinion will be very convenient for everyone. Telemedicine can only be seen as having a beneficial effect.
It is wonderful for us here at the University Hospital to assist patients on image diagnosis being done elsewhere in this state without having to move them here. Better still is that we can offer to these patients the same quality in the examination here.
This is something we need immediately. A network between, a network is the precondition to start with such projects. Without network, it will be impossible. The only alternative we have is to disseminate our knowledge, and there's no other way than telemedicine. This is the only way to disseminate the knowledge, the expertise from here to the Latin America and to the other countries where they need it. To create everywhere expertise is not possible. Telemedicine is to help the doctors and the patients, to help them to make as fast as possible the right decisions independent of the distance between them.
Since September the 1st, RedCLARA has provided direct connectivity at 155 megabits per second in a ring topology, with 5 nodes linking the national research and education networks of Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Panama and Mexico. The network connects these countries to one another and to Géant via a link between Sao Paulo in Brazil and Madrid in Spain at 622 megabits per second. The Venezuela National Research and Education Network connects through a circuit from Caracas to Sao Paulo at 45 megabits per second. Uruguay, Peru, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Guatemala and Nicaragua will connect to the network in early 2005. A further 6 countries will also be connected to RedCLARA by the completion of the ALICE project.
The fact is that there is no more necessity for the patients from rural and remote areas to come to the university hospital only for a diagnosis procedure. We are working as the support center for image diagnostics and specialized medical knowledge providers in the network, assuring a safer and more comfortable assistance to those patients.
Network technologies and the ability to exchange data and image diagnostics are already saving lives in Latin America.
With this new technology, the same scans she's doing on me here is being seen at the hospital in Vitória. They are seeing the same things she's observing here. If there is any problem with my baby, they would immediately know and inform her. We could solve the problem here without having to send me to Vitória.
The inclusion of Espírito Santo in the Latin American RedCLARA network is of utmost importance because it will enable our doctors, including those in the rural and remote areas, access to high technology, bringing new opportunities to each of the cases assisted, giving a new perspective to patient care.
It is one of the major advances foreseen today for the present and the future of public health assistance. It is the possibility that anywhere in this country the patient will rest assured when assisted, backed by a diagnostic support granting him and to the professional performing the diagnosis more quality in lesser time. This technology will be available for the whole national health system. Persons scanned in the state of Acre will be assisted by the universities at the major Brazilian centers, like the Federal University in Espírito Santo. TeleMed project offers world-class medical assistance to the most distant places. It starts from Espírito Santo, reaching the Amazon through southern Brazil. In Rio Grande do Sul, the project operates together with Santa Casa Hospital Complex in Porto Alegre. Diagnostics are qualified in several cities, also remote and distant from the state capital.
Through this powerful and advanced new network, the ALICE project, RedCLARA and Géant have brought the future to Latin America, heralding a new dawn of academic and scientific development, stimulating cooperation and collaboration for the advancement and progress of the continent.
Thank you.